Hey, what up guys, how's it going? Okay, I'm back with something super cool. This is the lighted T for the Tesla Model 3. This is basically an emblem that'll go on your trunk and they put LEDs behind it so it gives a nice, cool, subtle, soft glow. I absolutely love it. Now, if you're wondering where I got it, you see the website right there on the screen, and in the description, there's a direct link. But just so we're clear, and I'm gonna tell you this up front, you're gonna have to drill through your trunk in order to run power. That's the way that it goes. So don't worry, we're gonna go through the install step by step. So I have the kit right here. I'm super excited. I'm gonna bring the camera around. We'll open it up, see all the content, then we'll go in the garage and get busy. Laters. Oh yeah, before I forget, give me a like and a subscribe. Okay, let's open this up and see what our good friends over at EvanX brought us. Okay, it looks like they got us some charging tags to put on. That's pretty cool. Step-by-step instructions. Looks like a nice personal note, and it looks like a coupon for $10 off your next order. Looks like we have a cleaning cloth. Awesome, I can use this on the inside to wipe down my screen. And a nice pamphlet here showing a plethora of the accessories they offer. Pretty cool. So it looks like we got some extra clips in here for when we take off the cover in the trunk. It looks like here's some nylon that we're going to use in a sawing motion to take off the emblem. Some silicone, and this is our template we're going to use. Okay, so here is the bottom half of the T, and here's the upper part, and we'll bring those together. And yeah, red and black wires, positive and negative. All right, let's head downstairs. Oh, something really, really important that we're gonna need. I forgot, this is super important. We're gonna need this right here. Okay, the most important step, and this is crucial, so please pay attention. Coffee is the first step, because we all know nothing gets done until you've had that cup of coffee. All right. Let's do this. Okay, something I'm gonna do really quick before I start drilling and all that into my car. I wanna make sure these work now. They're from evanx.com, so we know they're gonna work. By the way, any Tesla accessories you're looking for, go to evanx.com. So yeah, let's make sure this works really quick. Okay, awesome. And let's check the upper part. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get to the car. Okay, so I have a laser line, as you can see. Now it's gonna help me mark the dead center. Now I'll probably even still leave it there while I'm doing the install. But just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and put the blue painter's tape below and above, and then I'll mark the center. If you don't have a laser line, just go ahead and do like I'm doing and you know, mark the center. Bottom of the T, and mark the center, and mark the top. So I have the bottom and the top marked. Now, just to be safe than sorry, I'm also going to put some tape on the right and left hand side. That way I know for sure I'm lining it up in the center, just to kind of double check. Now, they have a detailed instruction set that came with the kit, so you can go by that. This is just how I'm doing it, just putting a little different spin on it, if you will. Okay, now that that's all done, the next thing I'm gonna do is take a heat gun, because this is held on by adhesive. You already know that. Now, you don't have to use a heat gun, or don't worry about it if you don't have one. This will just make the process a little easier for myself. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and heat it up a little bit. Now, they do supply you with thread, nylon that you'll use to just get behind here. And in a sawing motion, just kind of work it back and forth. And as you can see, it's coming off with little effort. And I'm just gonna work this all the way to the left-hand side. Okay, now I'm gonna pull this off towards myself. That way I don't scratch any of the paint. Okay, and as you can see, that came off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the T here. But what I'm gonna do is work from right to left, and then I'm gonna do left from right, and then I'll come up from the bottom and work my way up. All right, keep this up. Now you can use fishing line or something else is strong, but that's what's great about buying this kit from evanx.com is everything is supplied for you. Just work it back and forth. No pressure on the emblem itself, but just working back and forth in a sawing motion. Okay, now you want to take it off towards yourself. That way you don't scratch the paint. Don't bend up or too far to the left or right, just straight back towards yourself. Okay, so the next step would be to go ahead and clean off the residue, but I'm actually gonna mark my drill holes right now. This is actually perfect. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my template that's supplied with the kit and I'm gonna go ahead and put it right over the residue and mark my drill holes. You could do it a different way like the instructions tell you, but I'm just gonna do it this way because for me, this is perfect because I could see the outline of the old one perfectly. And that way I'll have it identical to where the original was. All right. There we go. Perfect. Now, the directions tell you to do things a little differently. I'm doing it this way. I haven't taken off the interior trunk piece yet because if everything doesn't go right here, I don't even need to take off the trunk piece on the interior. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and drill the holes. Wish me luck. All right, don't forget you guys, safety first, safety first. Okay, next one. Okay, that wasn't as painful as it looks. All right, now I'm gonna remove the template and go ahead and take off the rest of the adhesive. I have a little plastic scraper I'm gonna use. I'm gonna heat it up and then slowly scrape away at it and then even use my finger. No metal objects at all. I don't wanna scratch the paint, so I'm gonna work that back and forth and we'll see how that turns out. Right now, I'm just heating it up and using my fingernail. It's coming off pretty good. Okay, also, good tip that I always use is good old-fashioned WD-40, like for real. And I put it on a clean rag and work it back and forth and it takes the adhesive right off. I believe the solvent inside WD-40 breaks down the residue. As you can see, it's all clean on this left side here. Other people use Goof Off or whatever you want to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to use this and work it back and forth. And then we'll see what it looks like once it's all clean. Okay, and there it is, nice and clean. No residue, no nothing. Now, the only thing I'm gonna do now is grab a clean rag and spray some alcohol and water mix. I think it's like a 60-40 mix I have already in a bottle. And that way I just get all the leftover grease from the WD-40 from taking off the adhesive. Now again, I want to add, if you like the instructions that are given with the kit in the order that they did it, go ahead and do it that way. This is just how I'm doing it. Everyone's different. Everyone likes to put their own twist on things, right? All right, now that feels good. All right. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put in the wires that are gonna light up the bottom half here. And I'm just pushing them through. Now they're all getting caught on the inside trunk piece that we're gonna take out later. So they're just landing there, no big deal. Again, the reason why I did it this way was just to, if everything doesn't go right here, I don't even need to take off the bottom piece. I wanted to get this done first. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. And I'm gonna put some silicone right about here. That way when I push it back, it'll kind of seal up where this is gonna go. Okay, let's go ahead and peel the back of this off. Super sticky adhesive they have here. And yeah, let's go ahead and peel that off. All right. Now I'm gonna put some on right around there, around the wire. Okay. And I'll go ahead and put this on. Now, I'm not gonna press it on there. I'm just gonna line it up and just kind of sit it there. Okay. Because once you press it, that's it. There is no coming back. Okay, now the top piece, same thing. Put the wires in. Okay, same thing here. I'm gonna peel off the backing. And we're gonna put a little silicone on there. It's a little easier for me if I put it on my finger. And this is to make sure no moisture gets in there. Okay, I went ahead and moved the tape above out of the way. Making sure the space is even. Okay, before I completely press it on it, I cut back on my laser line, and as you can see, it is perfectly in line with where I had it before. Now I'll go ahead and press it firmly on there because I'm loving how this came out. Absolutely flawless install. It's the only way I like to do things. Now that this is all done, the next thing to do is just wire it all together. So I'm gonna open up the trunk now and let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, now to go ahead and tackle this. Now that the hard work's done, this is the downhill moment. It's all downhill from here. Okay, so now we're gonna remove this interior trunk piece here. Yeah, you wanna start from here and then kind of work your way around it. There are gonna be clips in here that's holding it on, and you're gonna have to pull. You may have to be, use a little force, but not hang on it. Don't worry if you break a couple of clips. In the kit, they've included some new ones for you, so you're good to go. I can't find my plastic pry tool, so I'm just gonna have to put this in between the trunk and this tool that I'm using, just until I get under there. Okay, now I got my fingers under there. So we're all good, and I'm just gonna pull down. You hear the clips popping, not to worry. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, here are our wires. We fed those through, no big deal. And yeah, as you see here, you'll see green clips still hanging there. What you're gonna do is take those down and place them back in the trunk piece. That way it'll be like that. See how that green one is? Perfect. And we'll just put them back in the corresponding spaces. It helps if you have this clip removal tool. I just happen to have one, and I have a whole bunch of spare clips, but yeah. Okay, so really quick, just on my workbench here, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna connect the wires on the trunk. Rather than try to zoom in from far away and maybe you don't see it, I'm just going to replicate what I'm going to do right here on my workbench. So, you're gonna have 2 reds coming into the trunk now, and 2 blacks, right? One from the top half of the T, the other one from the bottom half of the T. So what you're gonna do is twist them together. The 2 reds, okay, and the 2 blacks. So now you'll have the 2 reds and the 2 blacks all ready to go. Now I'm not gonna assume you know how to use posi taps, so I'm just gonna walk you through it just in case you don't. So the wires will now go inside the top portion of the posi tap. You can go ahead and feed it through like that. Then put it in here and then screw it in. Got it? Cool. Now, you'll do the same thing on the black side. So, feed it through the top of there. Then you go ahead and screw it in. Right? Now it's locked in. The 2 blacks, the 2 reds. So the wires that we're gonna use inside the trunk to get power is black, which will be negative, so you'll match black to black. And brown will be power, which will go to the 2 reds. So black to black, red to brown. Got it? Got it. Okay, so this is black, this is brown, if you will. And all you're gonna do is take this half of the posi tap and just put it over it. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna bite in to make the connection. So once it bites into the wire like that, then you're just gonna go ahead and screw it in. Simple. Okay. So you see that? So now that connection would be done. The 2 reds go to the brown, and the 2 blacks are gonna go to the black. Okay, so when you're done, it'll look like that. The 2 reds to the brown, the 2 blacks to the black, and it's all done, secure, and good to go. So you see that? So I'm just gonna replicate that in the trunk right now, and then I'll show you what it looks like all done. But I just wanted to do it down here on the workbench, clear, and explain everything so you know 100% going into the install. Got it? Got it. All right, so as you can see, I have the posi taps in place here. I have the 2 blacks going to the black, which is right there. And then I have the 2 reds going to the brown, right there. So it looks like we're all good to go, rocking and rolling. Now, let's see if it works. All right, let's see if it works. Let me go ahead and turn on the lights really quick. Okay, let's see if it works. Now this is wired into the tail lights. Once your parking lights, if you will, come on, bam, it'll come on. Wow, absolutely perfect. Flawless install. I love the way it looks. Super clean, subtle, not too much, you know what I mean? It's there, but it's not in your face. Wow. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All right, you guys, I just wanted to show you this really quick. See the 2 holes that we drilled? With the wires coming through, no problem. What I'm actually gonna do is take some of the leftover silicone that they gave us and put it on the back side of each. That way, to just double secure no moisture will get in. We already added some on the other side. We should be good, but you know, better safe than sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some of that now and put it in there. All right, I got my light here, and I just want you to see. You can see the extra silicone that was added around there. And yeah, it's all good to go. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and grab a zip tie and zip tie these all together, or maybe just some electrical tape, make the wires a little neater, and then maybe wrap it around the rest of these wires right here. That way it'll be nice and clean and good to go. Okay, so as you can see there, it's all ready to go, nice and secure, and that way the wires aren't bouncing around while I'm driving or anything like that. And I love the secure connection of the posi taps. That was nice of MNX to include that. So that's all secure. Now, before I put the trunk cover back on, I'm just gonna make sure it works again really quick. And yeah, then we'll pop that trunk piece back on and we're rocking and rolling. All right, now once you're done, it should look like this. You should have your 4 white ones on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then all your green ones there. And then you're just gonna go ahead and pop it back up into place. If you have another person with you, obviously it makes that easier. But yeah. Let me just pop these back into place. And you'll hear them snap in. All right, just making sure there's no loose pieces anywhere, and now we're good to go. All right, you guys, that's it. So the install is done. It's perfect. It's ready to go. For me, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would I say the degree of difficulty as far as this install? It wasn't too bad. I don't know, maybe a 6 or a 7. I don't think it's that hard. The only thing you have to do is get over the mental aspect of knowing you're gonna drill through your $40, $50, $60, $70,000, $80,000 vehicle, depending on when you bought it. Yeah, once you get over that mental aspect, it's easy. But then again, you know, I've had a lot of experience installing stuff. I've done difficult installs, like in attics, running home theater systems, here at my house, security cameras crawling through attics. So, if you're not comfortable with basic tools, drilling, or simple wiring, maybe hire a professional. But me personally, now that's me saying personally, it is not that hard. But, you know, take your time, be patient, make sure you line everything up correctly. You obviously don't want it to be off-centered or look weird. So if you're anal, like I am about that, and you're unsure, hire a professional. I'm beside myself. I actually didn't think it was going to look this good. The camera, it doesn't do it justice. In person, it's gorgeous. You know, they must have some little Keebler magic elves over there at MNX working on this thing, because obviously this is custom made. You can't buy it anywhere else, but they did a phenomenal job. I'm very, very pleased. And what I like about this mod is it's not too much. It's not over the top. And what I mean, it's in theme with the Model 3. Very minimalistic. You know, when it's daytime, it looks normal. No one would ever think twice. When it's nighttime, it's like it turns into Batman. In daytime, you're Bruce Wayne, it's fine. Hello, sir, how are you? Good day, top of the morning to you. At nighttime, it's the Cape Crusader. And then it's just, wow, look at that. It's not in your face, but it's there. And I absolutely love it. Wow, I am very impressed. Now, I'm all done here. The only thing left for me to do is show you what it looks like at nighttime. What it looks like in motion at nighttime. I don't know, let's try that. All right, guys, laters.